What's going on YouTube gang? It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite plays, DraftKings and FanDuel. For today, we got a 2-game main slate. Today is the 9th of September. Hope everybody's having an amazing Wednesday. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon to always stay notified for new videos. Let's also get right into it, y'all. Also, if you want access to my player pool, click the link in the description for Draft Dashboard Tools. 24/7 live data. All right, let's get right into it. Going to the first play, going to the point guard spot, which I'm going to go back to the well with Kyle Lowry. It's 8,900 on FanDuel, but get him at it's 8,200 once again on DraftKings. To me, he just had an off game. He still had the minutes, 34 last game, 23 fantasy points, but I feel like he could bounce back in this play as Toronto's going to definitely need him, especially if Ibaka is out. He is questionable, so if he's out, he's definitely get some more usage here. As you can see, even in the last 4 games against Boston, even over that dud last game, 53, 53, 46. So hopefully give that 40 plus here to pay up this price tag. They're looking at 38.5 projection play, but I could definitely see him putting in the work here. He didn't have the usage as he usually does last game, in which he usually get around 25 to 27% in usage. So Kyle Lowry, he had an off game, but I feel like he could bounce back in his play on both platforms. All right, let's go to our next spot. Going for savings, you got Lou Williams, a 5,500 on FanDuel. You're still getting for around 5,800 on DraftKings, just under 6K. Something to still consider. He's averaging around 27 fantasy points in the last 2 games. All right, also averaging around 28 minutes. It's a good spot overall, coming off the bench. So he's done well in the past 5 against Denver. 25, 30, 19, 37, 30 in the last 5. So we want to pay down for this play on both shooting guards and point guard for DraftKings. I still think Lou Williams is a viable play here for your lines. All right, let's go to our next play. Going to our shooting guards. Got Fred VanVleet. He's always been consistent, especially on DraftKings at 7,500. I like this play more so on there. As you can see, 35 in the last 2 games against Boston, 33, 39, 45 in the last 5. So obviously Fred VanVleet has always been that factor in this series. So going back to the well with Fred VanVleet. And then we got Marcus Smart, who's also been great play. I like him more so on FanDuel at this price tag at 57, looking at 28.5 projection play. But on DraftKings, they priced him up to 65. All right, so more of a cash play on DraftKings, but I feel like you get the value here on FanDuel for 5,700 for Marcus Smart. Then you got Gary Harris. He finally got out of his slump. He did play 35 minutes. Just getting the minutes here, it definitely does hold the upside for Jamal Murray. But this is another viable play, especially on DraftKings. Gary Harris is a good play as you're looking about 4,600. Let me double check. It is 4,600. So still a great play if you want to look into him. Gary Harris, if his minutes still going to be around 30 plus minutes, he could definitely pay up this price tag. So I like him more so on DraftKings in my opinion. But Gary Harris, a great play to consider on DraftKings. Let's go to our next play, going to our small forward. Now, small forward side, we got Jeremy Grant. He just gets the minutes, y'all, and I feel like he's just been on the slump. He should bounce back. To me, it's more of a uptrend game here. As you can see, he had 18, 31, then went down to a 15 last game. So hopefully you get that 20 plus here with this price tag at 5K on FanDuel. 51 on DraftKings. He's still a viable spot. He is getting the minutes, so he should just just ball out. He had 41 minutes in the last 2 games, which is ridiculous to just get these type of points, but he's still a viable play in my opinion to look into for both platforms in this series. We got Jaylen Brown's always been a great play. He's 7,600 on DraftKings, 78 on FanDuel, as he's been finally getting his game going. He had 42 last game, but as you see, 42, 23, 44, 40, 27 in the last 5. He's one of those guys that he can still give you that 30 plus in this play. So if you want to go for more of a cash play, I think Jaylen Brown's that guy here. Let's see, go for the next play, going to our power forwards. And this is where the value, in my opinion, will happen. Now, we got Serge Ibaka. He's dealing with that left ankle sprain. He is questionable. If he's out here, you got a lot of value to consider. All right, now one guy I definitely like his Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, 3,600 on FanDuel. He's 3K on DraftKings. Looking into his previous scoring. Now, the last time that Ibaka was out was around August 10th to August 14th. as you can see, when he got the minutes, he had 26 minutes against the Bucks, 21.5, 24 against the Sixers, 24.2. He had 22 minutes against the Nuggets. We had 19.7. But with these price tags, especially on DraftKings, bare minimum pricing, he can give you that 6 to 7 times value. But 3,600 is still a viable play. So Rondae Hollis Jefferson's a good spot here if Ibaka decides to sit. Of course, you got Michael Porter Jr. He's 5,400. They haven't raised his price tag, and which go back to the well here. He's 52 on DraftKings. 40 last game with 23 minutes. He had 16 minutes the game before that with 25. So hopefully get a pin on him, knowing that when he is that third option, y'all, when he gets going, he helps his team win. So going back to Michael Porter, as his price tag hasn't shot up, which is a good sign on both platforms. So he's 27.4 projection with a 5.1 value, and which is a good value for power forwards. So like Michael Porter, once again, especially when his minutes has increased, if he get that 25, even 30 minutes, y'all, we know what he can do. So Michael Porter Jr., great spot to consider for your lines for today. Another value spot going to the centers. Now we got Jokic. He's always been dominant so far in the last two. He had 54 and 57 in the last 2 games. So something to consider here. He's only 9,900 on both platforms. Looking at a 52.6 projection with a 5.3 value. He's definitely been turning on the gears. So back at it with Jokic in this play. Like I said before, with Ibaka out, we could go down. I think it's Chris Boucher. I got to double check on that with his name. But in this play, going to a scoring when he was out, like I said, around the 10th, 14th, August 10th to the 14th, going against the Bucks, when he had 29 minutes, he had 53.2 fantasy points, 21 minutes, 40.8, 21 minutes with Nuggets, 21.8. 40 points. So this guy is a great value play if Ibaka's out. So we gotta keep tabs with this, but I still want to let y'all know what's going on. I mean, he's 3K on DraftKings, 39 on FanDuel. You can definitely plug in Boucher and Rondae Hollis on DraftKings, getting bare minimum pricing to pay up elsewhere. So we're definitely gonna keep in tabs with that. As you can see, he had 11 minutes last game with 14 fantasy points. So as you can see, the fantasy point. He's a fantasy point monster. As you can see, he's at 1.26 fantasy points per minute when he's on the court. So I like this play for Boucher. If he gets the minutes with Ibaka out. So we're gonna keep in tabs, but these are our plays so far for today. If you want to add me on Twitter, that's where I get a lot of my updates on NBA and other sports. You can definitely add me on Twitter. It's in my description. And also, if you want access to the draft dashboard tools, click the link in the description. It's only $1 for up to 30 days, which is a great value. As you can see, you get the NBA cheat sheet. You get your sleepers, your studs. Click on the lineup optimizer. That's where you generate your cash or GPP lines. And click on your watch players. You get access to my plays up top. Click on watch Mel's DFS picks. Be the DraftKings and FanDuel, and also includes NHL, MLB, and NFL tomorrow. All right, so we'll have an NFL video for Thursday Night Football and also for Week 1 coming to you today. So like I said, keep your notification bell ringing. All right, so I love y'all, man. It's Mel DFS, and y'all collect that bag, and y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.